Hey YouTube, it's me again, obviously. I think I start most of my videos like that. Anyways, I started taking the Seroquel last Wednesday. Wednesday sounds about right. And then I started taking 2 a day Monday. So my last day taking 2 a days tomorrow, and then I start 3 a day. And so far it hasn't really done much but made me super dizzy. I've almost passed out about 1.5 bajillion times. It hasn't really done anything to the hiccups yet. I've slept less. I started having vivid nightmares for the first 4 days, and then they stopped. So I'm not sure if that was from the medicine or if that was just me having vivid nightmares for 4 days. It happens. Other things. There's a few things I'm going to address in this video. Commonly asked, assumed questions that I get. The first one I'm going to start off with is, Sina, how do you eat and hiccup at the same time? I would never be able to. Well, first off, it's a pain in my tushy because you choke your food back up often. It's gross, it sounds gross, but if you eat rather solid foods that don't include pizza's pretty easy, pastas are easy to eat, ice cream's really easy to eat, milkshakes, smoothies, cereals, okay if it's slightly soggy. But those foods, which are mostly the foods I eat, admittedly are pretty easy to eat because they just go down your throat. They're not solid food. Chips are hard to eat. I eat chips anyways. But chips are hard to eat. Blocks of cheese are hard to eat. Blocks of cheese probably the worst. Crackers are okay. Sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're not. Depends on what kind of cracker. Sandwiches are hard to eat. Peanut butter marshmallow is the only kind of sandwich I really eat. So that might have something to do with it being sticky everywhere. If you add dip to your chips, they are much easier to eat when you hiccup. I drink a lot of water. I'll eat, and then right after I finish chewing and swallowing, I'll swallow down some water or something. And it helps the food flow faster, so it's less of a chance of me hiccuping it back up. Because if you just stop, if I'm not talking, I hiccup So obviously the food comes back up more often than you would think. Actually, I'm not sure why that happens. Because there's your swallow hole in your neck, and then there's your air hole, and hiccups do with the air hole. Maybe they're that sounds weird, but the hole you breathe out of. There's specific names for these things, but I don't remember them. Maybe they're connected somehow. I don't know. Anyways, that's one of the most common questions. Another one is, how do you talk in hiccup? I think I've addressed this before, but hiccup is the sound of that flap that goes over the tubes that go down your neck, your throat. It's an easier way to call it. There's a flap that goes over that, and the sound of a hiccup is when the flap comes up and down. So when you're talking, the flap's open. So it's, unless you run out of breath and it slaps down so you have to breathe, you don't get the hiccuping sound. That's how it's been explained to me. That's how I've explained it on several occasions. Another one is, why do you take medicines like Seroquel, which are commonly used for sleeping, and schizophrenia? I found out it was used for sleeping today. Weird. They're muscle relaxants. That would be the main reason. They already take muscle relaxant. Sorry, I think that was gross. They tend to affect different parts of the body It's less sedating than most medicines, so that's why I'm on Seroquel, for example. I mean, it still makes you sleepy, it makes you tired, it makes you irritable and dizzy, but like, less so than what my promethazine. I don't remember what my tranquilizer is called. I don't remember where my mom keeps it either. She has it hidden somewhere. Because I'm not allowed to take it unless an adult's home. But I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, I don't know what promethazine is either. I don't think that's what it's called. It might be. I'm probably wrong. I've been on like a bajillion and a half medicines. I'm probably just naming something I've heard. Other people are like, how, like, people ask me if I still exercise. No, I don't still exercise because I don't need to lose any more weight. I'm already losing weight every hiccup. I'm losing, one hiccup is like the loss of a calorie, and if you take in how much I hiccup, how fast I hiccup like way over 60 times an hour, and I hiccup about 12 times, I'm going to do the math real quick, hiccup for like 12 hours a day, so, hold on, I have to get to my calculator, 60 times 12, heavens, I don't feel like that doesn't make sense. Oh no, because I hiccup like 3 times per minute, so hold on, it's 60 times 3 equals, so I hiccup 180 times an hour, and then you times it by like 12 hours, and then I lose more calories than you're supposed to take in a day. There, you can kind of see it. So, assumably, if you're on a 200 calorie diet, and you're only supposed to take in 2,000 calories a day, I lose over 2,000 calories a day. So I have to eat like as often as possible to just keep things down, and like not to move and do extra activity, which I'm doing anyways because I'm in color guard and I have band camp coming up. So I had pre-band camp today, we were practicing marching, and I almost passed out. So I decided I'm gonna have to keep crackers on hand during band camp. So yeah, so like, I don't do extra exercise unless it's unavoidable, like band camp. I have to do band camp to do color guard, and I really want to do color guard, so I'm gonna do it. People also are like, how do you how do you explain it to people? The same way I've been explaining to you. Chronic hiccups. I just hiccup all the time. You learn to ignore it. It gets wider. Sometimes, like, I got in my friend's car the other day, and like 20 minutes later, they were driving down the road, and they thought they were lost, and then there was a random stop sign that we didn't see in time, and he slammed on the brakes, and he was like, oh, yeah, he watches these, so he'll know what I'm talking about. He was like, oh, I hope I didn't scare you into hiccuping. I was like, I've been hiccuping since like 9 o'clock this morning. Didn't scare me into it. They didn't even notice. Didn't realize I was hiccuping. So, like, you adjust to them. It's gonna be super annoying for all the people at band camp. I went to a band meeting the other day, and it was really quiet, and I kept hiccuping, and I was like, these people are gonna be like, why can't that girl stop hiccuping? They'll learn eventually. There are things people like normally ask me, can you sing in hiccup? Yes, you can sing in hiccup the same way I talk in hiccup. Practice, good air, breath support. I can take in really deep breaths now. Notably, I use the breath a lot faster, and like the sneezing, people ask me sometimes, because like sometimes I'll sneeze, but I'll be hiccuping too fast, like, or sometimes they'll be like, you know how you have to sneeze once and like you sneeze right after again because you have to sneeze so bad. Well, sometimes that happens to me, but it's more like hiccup sneeze, hiccup sneeze, hiccup sneeze, hiccup sneeze, hiccup sneeze. So people ask me about that. I explain it as trying to sneeze in between hiccups. Sometimes the hiccups don't really let you sneeze easily. Sometimes they do, it's nice. I don't think I've ever sneezed on video or in the office with the actual doctor. I've sneezed at the doctor's office, not with the actual doctor there. People also ask common reasons why you get chronic hiccups. Stroke causes something to happen in the back of the brain. Apparently brain tumors. I learned that the other day. Problems with the phrenic nerve in between C2 and C6. Something, a piece of hair touching your eardrum. Something wrong with some membrane in your ear. I'm clear, pretty much. We're double checking the ears. I'm supposed to be doing an ear treatment. Haven't started that yet, but I have another week until I have to actually do it. I'm cleaning my ears every day, like twice a day. So I clean them obsessively. Since we found that out. It hasn't made a difference yet. So they really don't think it's that. It can be. It has been in the past. People ask me like, not like how do you like talk, but how do you like social life wise, I guess. I don't know. I've actually never really been asked that. But I'm gonna talk about how like I maintain my social life. I don't really hang out with people unless they've been around the hiccups a lot, because it freaks some people out. Like I have my friends who have heard the hiccups for like 4 months. I've had them for 4 months. Today's officially the 4-month anniversary of me getting hiccups. And so like I'll hang out with them, and then like people will ask, they'll like meet them and be like, oh, you have the hiccups? And I'm like, yeah. And then they'll see me again and be like, oh, you still have the hiccups? And I'm like, yeah, I have chronic hiccups. People tend to get over that really fast. It's not like, oh, I have some horrible disease you can catch easily. Actually, my friend now, every time she sees me, starts hiccuping, because I think it freaks her out. Maybe. I'm not sure. But she does start hiccuping. It's probably a psychological thing. This is really annoying. I can see the screen reflecting in my eyes. Other things are like, when you have to like talk to, I have online teachers. And notably, most of them have. One of them didn't notice at all that I hiccuped every time I talked to her. Mostly because I just said, yeah, a lot. The other one, I talk to a little bit more, do a little bit more sentences, and a little bit, yes, yeah, okay. So, neither of them have actually asked about it. I don't remember, because I'm pretty sure we didn't tell them that I had them. But they can't see, like, the physical signs, like my throat doing the weird thing it does, my nose twitching, my chest going. Just to show you the example of all those. And it's happening at once. Sort of. People ask me like, oh, can you get a job? Not really. Like, most jobs teenagers have are in retail, or food, or service. Like, you talk to people. The hiccups would be disrupting. And now that I've answered all that and talked a little bit about my medicine, I'm gonna say that this is good, and next week, remember, my update will be late, because I'll be at band camp. I'll let you know how band camps go and stuff with the hiccups. It might be difficult. Helps me stay in time. Not gonna lie. We tend to go at an even pace of that when we practice, and I stay in time with it. So, that's pretty much all I have to tell you. I'm gonna say, like I said last time, if you have questions, inbox me, post a comment, video response, stalk me and find my email, find my phone number and call me. I'll answer them, somehow, in a video. Don't actually email, whatever, phone number. Don't stalk me to find my phone number. I'll have to change it. That'll be weird. So I'll see you next week.